So I'm going to pick up where I left off in the last video. I had started wet sanding the box to get it ready for paint. I'm going to finish that up. I'm going to shoot the box. Got to get it done today. It's going to be 80 plus degrees today, but this is the last one. Apparently it all starts going for a shit tomorrow with lots of rain and crappy weather in the forecast for the next 4 or 5 days. So today's the day, got to get her done. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish sanding it, and you know, got to clean it all up and everything, and then we're ready to throw some paint on this thing. So yeah, might as well just get to it. All right, man, is it hot? Saying with the humidity, it's like 90. So yeah. Shorts again today in October, unreal. Anyway, I just finished up the last of the wet sanding on this thing, so it's ready to wash down and run a tack cloth over it, and then ready to shoot. It's getting close to supper time, so it's one of my days to cook. So yeah, after I grill up some burgers and choke them down, come back out and shoot this thing and paint. So should be good. The wind is up a little bit right now, and it's actually blowing straight into the garage. So I hope it dies down a little bit after supper. Yeah, it'll just be less problems. So yeah, that's where I'm at. All right, so it's been washed down with wax and grease remover. Run the tack cloth on it, and yeah, it's gonna load the gun and start spraying. Come on. Nothing like starting off with making a big mess. Unbelievable. Okay, we're gonna go around 2 more times just like that, and I'll come back when she's dark blue. All right, so there it is. It's blue and it's shiny. So yeah, I put 3 coats of base coat, 4 coats of clear in the whole thing. I think there's just 3 in the very front of the truck though, but you know, it's up against the cab anyway, nobody cares. So there's a couple little waves in the inner box sides, but you know, those things were never straight from the factory anyway. And oftentimes you get them nice and straight, and then when you go to bolt the fenders on, they go a little wavy on you anyhow. So it is what it is. But the outside's nice and straight, and the you know, the rails look good. So that's what my main concern was. So yeah, pretty pleased overall. Like I said, this thing was beat to hell, man. So to get it this good, I'm quite pleased. So as soon as it's dry to the touch, I just finished cleaning my spray gun, so it's still pretty tacky. That means it's probably Miller time. But yeah, I'll grab myself a cold beer, let that set up, and then I'm going to push it to the front of the garage. And as you can see, it's dark out now, and I've got to get the truck back in the garage for the night. So yeah, I guess we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Yeah, the weatherman got it right. It sucks out there. It's wet, rainy, and cool. So yeah, the truck stayed inside today. But now that the box is painted, I'm gonna let it set up for a day or so before I start wet sanding it, buffing it out. So I'm gonna take that time to finish up my tailpipes and clean up whatever stuff I have to on the chassis to get it ready to accept the box. So then I can start doing my wood floor. So yeah, we'll get on the tailpipes first and see where it goes. All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing here with a little sketch. So my kit, the pipe kit came with 4 90s, 4 45s, 4 180s, and 4 lengths of pipe. So I've got my pipe coming from the muffler. It's almost running right into the rear axle. Then I've got a pipe coming from the rear of the truck. So I want to get up and over the axle, so all I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the 45 up. I'm going to go with a 45 up here, and then I'm going to tie it together with a 90, like so. Now the two 45s going up cancel out the 90 going down, so you end up back parallel with the ground. The only thing is I want to bring this one up a little bit, so I'm just going to cut this leg of the 90 around here, and that'll bring my pipe up. Capiche? Pretty simple math. I mean, all it is, you know, if you're going down 90 and you go up 45 and then up 45 from the other side, you're back to straight. So this is parallel with the ground. There we go. So that's all I'm doing. Pretty simple. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, might as well get right to it here. And here it is in real life. So there's my 45 going up, my 90 going down. So I'm going to bring the 45 in from the other side. But like I said, I want to cut it, you know, around here somewhere. So I bring that pipe, the rear pipe, up. So I'm going to go ahead, figure out exactly where I need to cut both of these 90s, and then piece it all together. All right, so I got it all pieced and fitted together. It's ready to be tacked. So, like I said before, I'm not going to weld the very last joint, so I can pull the whole thing off and weld it on a bench. Much easier, and you know, not to weld up kind of thing. So, measuring off the frame, I'm from either end of the frame, 5.5 inches or 5 3/4 inches, sorry, to the center of the pipe. And from the top of the pipe to the top of the frame is 4.5 inches on both sides, so they're dead nuts even. Measure off the frame, don't measure off the floor, because in this case, well, this tire is a little bit low, so the truck's kind of leaning a bit, and you don't know how level the floor is, so yeah, measure off the frame. So I'm going to trim these down a little bit, but I'm going to leave them a little bit extra long, just so that I got room to figure out what I'm going to do for tips. I haven't decided on tips yet. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything. I like the location, nice and even, straight, and it may look like this one's wider or away from the tank more than this one. Well, it is, because the tank is actually offset. This gap here on this side is bigger than this one, and the reason for that is the filler neck is offset. It's off to one side, so I had to move the tank over in order to center that in the box floor. So yeah, but in relation to the tank and the frame, nice and straight both sides, and quite pleased. So like I said, I'm going to trim this up. I'm going to make a couple of hangers, and yeah, pull it off and weld it up, finish it off. I'm going to paint it and everything too. I'm just going to leave like I said, the last joint clear and open so that I can weld it and finish it off after. But another thing I'm going to be able to check off my list. Excellent. Okay, so there's the exhaust hanging on its own, and yeah, there's my little hanger setup. So yeah, I just got to weld up the joints and finish welding this thing up, paint it black, and call it good. I trimmed back the tailpipe. I still don't know exactly where it's going to be, but I don't want to wrap my shins on it every time I walk by it, and I will. So yeah, I cut them back, nice and even, both sides, same height, same distance in. So I think we got a winner. I like it. So I did price out some exhaust tips, some stainless ones. I think I just haven't decided whether I'm just going to go with a straight out tip or a downturn. I'm leaning towards a downturn. So yeah, I found a couple of nice sets there, about 35 bucks a piece, so 70 bucks for the pair on Amazon again. So there you go. So yeah, after supper, I'll weld all that up and get her done, which means that I can cross a couple of biggies off my list here. Let me grab a pen. There we go. So we got block the box done. Paint the box, that's done. Tailpipes, that will be done tonight. So yeah, bed floor, well, the wood's on its way. So we're moving right along. The gas filler was back ordered. I hope they have it in soon. I held off on my order until I have everything in stock. So yeah, I'm getting a lot more lines on this thing, so it's looking good. Anyway, yeah, that's about it for me. I'm going to wrap it up there shortly. Okay, so there we go. That's I'm going to call it a pretty good, productive 2 days. Finish off the exhaust, box painted. Like I said, my wood should be in this week, over the next couple of days. I'm hoping maybe by Saturday. So yeah, I got a bunch of work to do on that, and I could probably start wet sanding and buffing the box, so I could get it on the truck and fit the wood in place and all that kind of stuff. I also got to finish buffing the back of the cab and the roof. It's all been done with 5000 grit, so it's ready to buff. It shouldn't take long to do that because it's pretty shiny already without the buffer, so it won't take much to bring out the shine. Yeah, I'm super happy with the exhaust, right on, and that's just one more one more fairly big job done and out of the way. So I did the exhaust kind of in stages. I wanted to get up past the cab before I put the cab on, and I want to get the rest of it done before I put the box on. It's just 10 times easier. So yeah, that's where that stands, and all good. So things are coming together. New subscribers, thank you very much. And you know, if you like the content, you like what you see, please subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. And you know, tell your buddies and tell your chums. Help spread the word. Just trying to build something cool here, and you know, can't do it without you guys. So you know, like the page and don't be shy. Leave comments and all those good things. But most of all, subscribe, please. Thank you. And yeah, you know, if you're not doing anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.